Welcome to MarcusG.tv. I am Chef Marcus Giuliano. I'm a chef on a mission. Today's mission is diet, nutrition. I hear so many times from nutritionists, from doctors, it's just amazing. From people that go to the gym, from people that don't go to the gym, that people are losing weight. Oh, you got to go on this high protein diet, It's so, you lose this weight and this and that, and I've always disliked the high protein diet. I never felt there's been that much need for that much protein in your diet. Now, according to Gary Null, I get a lot of my nutrition information from Gary Null. He cites all scientific literature and double-blind placebo and all these kinds of things. Everything's cited that he does. So he said you just need the equivalent of a 2 to 4 ounce piece of chicken breast daily to get your protein requirements. Now, a 2 ounce piece of chicken breast, that is such a small, minute piece to get your daily amount of protein. We are in a protein abundance here in the US and in other developed countries. It's just amazing. So, here's a study from the University of Granada in Spain. This may be the nail in the coffin for the high protein diet. So please listen to this. Now, this study was done on rats, not humans, but if there's any correlation, the author of this study is warning the high protein diet is dangerous. Okay, so high protein diets, all the popular high protein diets, increase the long-term risk of developing kidney disease and have a negative effect on renal, urinary, and morphological markers. The study suggests, okay, what's more, that it promotes serious calcium kidney stones because they drastically reduce urinary citrate, an inhibitor of calcium salt crystallization, and urinary pH, and increases urinary calcium to compensate for the metabolic acidity caused by excess protein. Now, the food you eat is either acid or alkaline. Okay, proteins, animal proteins, dairy products, these are all acid forming, so it's an acid base. Fruits and veggies are alkaline. The more minerals something have, the more alkaline something is. Okay, that's how you can tell. Fruits are not, a lot of people think fruits are acidic. No. Fruits are alkalizing, okay? Fruits are loaded with minerals, so fruits are on the alkalizing side. So that's a common misconception. A lot of people think, oh, stay away from the fruit. I hear so many nutritionists, stay away from the fruit, stay away from the fruit. You need more protein, stay away from the fruit. Fruit will make you fat. And it's crazy. It's just crazy. So now here's the thing that the research thing says, okay? That's interesting. It says rats on a high protein diet lost 10% of their body weight. So yes, if you are on a high protein diet, if this is a correlation from rats to humans, and the author says, if this is any correlation, this is dangerous. This is a dangerous diet. So you are going to lose weight, but at what cost are you losing weight? You have all these other problems that are developing. All your kidneys, your liver, everything is overtaxed from all this acidic food, from all this high protein. So basically this is a 12-week study on rats. 12 weeks equivalent to, in humans, 9 years. Okay, so if you take the lifespan of a rat, lifespan of a human, figure it out, like how they say dog years, well, these are rat years, so 12 weeks for a rat is 9 years for a human. So another interesting thing in the diet here, in this high protein diet that the rats were fed, their kidneys and other organs actually gained weight. The author of this study at Granada University says that she really stresses the need to closely monitor anyone on a high protein diet. Any kind of high protein diet can have serious long-term adverse effects on your health if the rat study results are applicable to humans. Okay, so if it's applicable to humans, she's not coming out and pointing that out, but really, we're talking about, we do animal testing all the time to see what would happen if we did it to us, okay? We test chemotherapy, we test all these things on lab rats. That's why they do it. That's why they test on these animals, to make sure they're safe for us. So, one would say, well, if it's not safe for a rat, it's not safe for us, okay? We do all these studies on aspartame and all this, on rats and everything, and this causes cancer, okay? And then, well, this is the nail in the coffin for the high protein diet, people. So these doctors and everything that are saying high protein, these nutritionists saying high protein, and watch the fruit, Here's the interesting thing. Here's another really interesting thing that the author of the study says. She warns that the negative effects of the high protein diets on the kidneys also depend on the presence of other nutrients in the diet. Other nutrients, okay? When you're on a high protein diet, you don't get many other nutrients because meat is not nutrient dense. Beef, chicken, it's not nutrient dense, okay? The reason why when you go on these diets, especially the Atkins diet, when you started the Atkins diet, you have to take all these ton of supplements, right? There's a whole supplement pack because you're not getting the stuff that you actually need. You're not getting the vital, the nutrients, the phytochemicals, the minerals that are in fruits and veggies, and especially green leafy veggies like kale and spinach and all these kind of greens. Just in lycopene, like from tomatoes, you're not getting that in beef. You're getting mostly protein, which your body really can't absorb all that protein anyway. It's just excess protein. So, she warns the negative effects of the high protein diet on the kidney also depends on the presence of other nutrients in the diet, which you get from, okay, here she says, eating large amounts of vegetables and fruits reduces the risk of kidney stones forming. Now what happens if you eat protein, which has a lot of fat? High protein diets are high in fat. When you eat high in fat foods and you eat fruit with it in your diet, it doesn't digest properly. Our bodies aren't designed to digest large amount of fat. So fruit goes through our system and veggies go through our system much, much easier. You add fat to that, you slow down the digestion process. And that's when you have problems. So yes, if you put in a high-fat meal and have fruit, you're going to have digestion problems, and that possibly could make you fat, okay? You could possibly gain weight from that. So when they say, well, don't eat fruit because fruit's going to make you fat, they should say, if you're going to eat fruit properly and cut out the high protein so you don't have a digestion problem. So, but it's just, I mean, I see these people that lose a ton of weight on these high protein diets. I'm just like, you're killing yourself. You are killing your kidneys. You're killing yourself. And here is the proof on this diet. High protein diet's not safe. So if you're interested in a healthy version, because let me tell you something, a lot of vegans are unhealthy because they eat crap. They're eating pasta, they're eating white pasta, they're eating fake cheese, they're eating, you know, like fried tofu and stuff. And there's so many unhealthy vegans. People say, I don't want to look like that. That's what a vegan looks like. I don't want to look like him. No, that's not what a vegan looks like. There's a lot of meat eaters that you wouldn't want to look like either. And the majority of the people you don't want to look like are actually meat eaters. Okay? I see them in the store shopping. When I go into the store and they're loading their car, I mean, they're putting steaks and everything. They're loading up their thing with a bunch of crap, and it's just like, oh my gosh. I was in line today at the grocery store buying some cantaloupes, and the person behind me was a younger guy in his 20s, overweight, and the stuff that he was throwing and his up on the conveyor belt was disgusting. Do people realize this crap? This isn't food. This just isn't food. But you know, he's got his beef jerky, so he's got his protein, right? He's got his beef jerky to snack on, and all this other freaking just crap. I'm like, this stuff isn't even close to being food. It's just such a shame that people, I'm like, that guy's a meat eater. He's eating beef jerky. I don't want to look like him, right? You know, but then somebody like that will look at a vegan who's thin and, you know, very slim, and I don't want to look like that because that person's, you know, vegan, right? Oh my gosh, people just don't it's so frustrating. So, take a look at these doctors here. I'll scroll them on the screen now. These doctors here have great plans for a low-fat, high-quality, high-carb vegan diet. So hey, thanks for watching today's video. Let me know your comments. You know, and this is an actual scientific study for this stuff. I'm just not saying. I'm reading the summary of a scientific study on high protein diets. So yes, you will lose weight, but at what risk are you losing that weight? Leave your comments and criticisms and thoughts in the comments section below. Thanks for watching.